cast a spell.
So the other person is Thorak, the crafter that could have possibly crafted a chalice that was like poisoned or something. So let's go talk to him. Maybe he has something for us to say. Okay, which one of you is Thorak? Tell me everything.
Anyone order an exquisitely adorned goblet from you?
I get the occasional commission for tableware, sure. But what exactly are you talking about?
Saskia's goblet. Was that your handiwork?
That ugly bucket! Did you intend to offend me? Whoever made that thing should be whipped! I certainly hope Saskia orders her vessels from me next time.
If she gets a chance to order anything again.
So it wasn't him. Okay. Wait for events to unfold. Alright, so I'm gonna proceed with my other investigation, which is going to Cecil.
They lie in wait for their lord and prince. Humans are an odd lot. I certainly hope Scanlan can clean up this mess. What can I do for you, Witcher?
I need to know where Reverend Ulkin used to live.
Simple. Let me show you on the map. It's about right here.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. I'm gonna go see the Reverend's house. Okay, so that looks like his house. Let's investigate. Find out if he's... Strange aura. Where? Ooh! Ooh, examine. What is this?
Nothing interesting.
Ah, come on. It looks interesting. Okay, I guess it's something on his table. What? I picked something up. His notes. It's a note for... Aha! It's a chalice that he did create. Or ordered someone to create. Okay. Wait for events to unfold.
Saskia believes them.
Enough of this charade! Try to be reasonable, folks! Sit down and talk in peace! We've talked enough! Come on, lads, let's drag the prince from his hovel!
Vergen's not a cesspit for anyone to shit in. There are laws to abide, and Scanlan Burden's job is to uphold them.
There's no law allowing a serf to threaten a king's scion. I, Silgrat, brother of Seltkirk, the greatest knight to walk Edirnian land, say so.
Does it matter who was born in a castle and who in a pigsty? Any fool can prejudge and condemn. It's easier to accuse than to prove guilt.
A peasant servant claims that Prince Stennis supposedly attempted to kill Saskia. Why would the prince do such a dastardly deed? Bear in mind how eminent is his lineage. That's why. The mongrel covets the crown. Do you even remember how valorous he was towards Saskia during the negotiations with Henselt? Pretending to be with her he was, sly fox. Taking the simple peasants in. But us lads ain't so dumb as you lords think. See for yourselves how the commoners hate the prince, spitting venom like adders. They hatched a plot to dispose of him.
Saskia's servant said that...
Where is this servant, might I ask? If he's got something to say, why does he hide like a thief? The answer is simple. He's a fraud. He's hiding to save his skin from you, whoresons. Squirrels have to guard him. One last question. How could the prince poison Saskia? It's a known fact that servants taste wine from the barrels before the virgin sips it.
No need to poison the wine. Smearing the poison inside the chalice would be enough.
I never heard of anyone poisoning a chalice.
You haven't heard much then. One of the Emperor's forebears died after sampling some lamb. He was always scared of poison and ate supper with his cook. The murderer spread poison on one side of a knife. Then he cut the meat so that only a small piece was poisoned.
The Witcher's right. Give us Stennis. Saskia's got her own chalice.
It was commissioned from one of the dwarves. The order came with a very detailed drawing.
Even so, how did it come into Saskia's hand?
Good question. I'm not convinced.
A good point. We can't be sure if the prince poisoned the wine.
Stennis is blowing hot and cold. Everyone knows that. You were supposed to prove his guilt, not insult him, yokel.
Tell us who else would do it. A peasant wanting to hurt the miss? Never. It's cause of her you noble dogs can't ignore us. A pig won't cut its own throat. A peasant's not foolish enough to raise his hand against his savior.
Perhaps it is no peasant's deed. However, that doesn't mean the prince is guilty, fool.
Answer me this. Was not Stennis' room next to Saskia's? Do not the wines come from his own lice-ridden cellar? Can he not enter the Virgin's kitchen at will? Yes. His serene Damed the Prince can curses on his kin. Nobody in Vergen wants to kill Saskia. And even if they wanted, nobody but Stennis could do it.
You're wrong, Colton. Reverend Olkin wanted to get rid of Saskia. He thought she was a monster at heart.
Olkin was on Stennis' leash like a dog.
How dare you, lout! Do you imagine if someone sits next to a married lady, he's surely fucking her?
The priest tried to convince Prince Stennis to join the conspiracy.
Is Stennis some dimwit foundling that he dances to a lousy priest's tune? Olcan got what he deserved when Hensel cleaved his head. Now it's Stennis' time.
There is no proof the prince agreed.
The priest asked him for admittance to the kitchen.
So he didn't poison the Virgin himself, but allowed her to be poisoned.
Those are just words. Too much guesswork and not enough evidence. You can't convict anyone based on that.
Your Highness, this is dangerous.
I am not afraid. Fear is a commoner's trait, unfit for one with royal blood running in his veins. What do you want, to judge me? Is a prince a common thief who steals a dozen eggs at the market? You stand before royal majesty, and you raise your hands against it. In this world there are crimes that can be forgiven, and crimes that, by any means, cannot. Just as a mother killing her own child, or a man slitting his own brother's throat cannot be forgiven. A crime against one anointed by the gods themselves also cannot be condoned. He who raises hand against divine right is not worthy to walk this world. And what about he who poisons the Virgin of Eden? Firstly, Saskia is alive, so no one can blame me for her death. Secondly, you have no proof that it was I who tried to murder her. And thirdly, I assure all gathered here, I won't rise above the law. However, only she, the Virgin of Eden, can judge me. Can he? And if Saskia won't get well, who's gonna judge you? I believe she can be cured. But if the gods decide otherwise, we'll summon a coven of the wise who can pass just sentence.
Those are words worthy of a true sovereign.
I am the one you should look to for guidance. Let my deeds be the flame that lights up your darkness.
The prince is guilty. A lynching would be a bad idea.
The prince has a right to a fair trial, no matter if he's guilty or not. We can't deny him that. What will the peasants do if we hand them the prince? Will they hear him out? No. They'll hang him from the nearest tree or tear him limb from limb. What will happen if we allow a lynching? What if people see that might makes right? Who'll guarantee they won't desire to avenge their wrongs, real and imagined? Who'll protect people whose only fault is noble birth from the exasperated mob? And where will it lead?
Alright, so I guess he got arrested. And not lynched. I guess I also had a choice to kill him.
Peasants are
That's interesting.
furious.
They didn't dare mount a frontal attack.
But they haven't forgotten about Stennis, and won't. It'll be that way until Saskia regains consciousness.
She won't keep order by strength alone.
Unless it's a great strength.
We need an authority figure, and royal blood.
5 courts go to waste in the Dwarven dungeon at the moment.
There's also Henselt.
Going into that haunted mist is madness. Stealing Stennis away would be easier.
No, anything involving Stennis will cause a riot.
I've had enough of the peasants and nobles barking. Saskia's the best leader I know, but she can't hope to defeat Henselt's army with this rabble, which is why I'm going to get reinforcements.
Where?
4 Scoia'tael units await in hiding to the east. Time to summon them.
You'll make it in time?
I must.
Okay, so, and I guess that means I'm going to be trying to, Ooh, I found a cloth. Yes, I'm going to try to save her. I need some royal blood from Henselt. Talk to Philippa again. Hey. But I don't like talking to her. She's mean. Oh no, what is she up to now? Oh god, you're crazy.
I tried locating Triss, but the mist disrupts the megascope. There's a weak signal nearby, probably on the other side.
In the Kedweni camp?
You'll have to pass through the mist.
No, I don't want to.
The mist is full of wraiths.
I'll help you. I'm continuously scanning the battlefield. I'll show you the way through. I'll find you when you enter the mist.
Farewell then.
We still need royal blood.
I know. Henselt.
We need his blood, not his death.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm not a Kingslayer?
Please continue whatever you were doing before. I'm just going to leave now. Before it gets very awkward. Alright, so I think this is one of the missions where I have to actually get a thingy called a power artifact. And, oh, that was easy. All I had to do is fight a bunch of harpies, and I think I just got it. It was right in this nest. Harpy nest. So, okay. I expected a boss fight, but I guess not. There was like an extraordinary, really big harpy. But it wasn't very difficult. It was just a harpy that I just fought. And that's it. I guess that's the end of this quest. And now I just have to jump back and return to the city and give my artifact to Philippa. And my next quest is to get through the mist and get blood from that other king. Here comes the mist, so it is time for me to cross into the death. Hopefully she'll protect me with that owl thing. And if not, I think I'm screwed. Oh, the battle's still raging. Hey, excuse me, Philippa. I could use some help now. Oh, thank you. I actually accidentally entered this area without the owl and got almost one shot.
Wonder how many more.
It was actually someone shot an arrow at me, and it was like I think it hit me for like half the health bar. Oh no, not this. I don't like this. No, go away. Need my armor. Okay, so I guess I just have to kill all the race, and that gets rid of the big guy. No, go away. What is happening? Okay, I hope I don't have to cross this too many times.
I can go no further. If Deathmold senses my presence,
How will I get back to Vergen?
I'll wait nearby. Hurry.
Okay. So I need to find Triss here, and I also have to get some blood from that king person. Royal blood. What is this? That's an interesting angle. Oh, you found someone. Who is this person? That's not nice. You're going through his pockets. No, don't do that. You're stealing his stuff. Hey, I've seen that before. That was, where did I see this before?
I knew it. Damn, I knew it was you.
Hello.
When the mist started whirling, I told the boys it's Geralt of Rivia, or my name isn't Vernon Roach. Friend of yours?
Just found him. He was already dead.
Interesting. Dressed like a Vergenni. You almost made it through the fog. What's your business here?
I'm looking for Triss.
Triss is somewhere nearby.
Still looking for your sorceress. If she came here, I'd know about it.
She's got to be here. Philippa Eilhart located her.
Well, it seems you met the whole menagerie. Will you abandon them too when things get hot?
Yep.
You made your choice. Fled with the elves while Vess almost died at that Horson Lorito's house.
I'm not one of your men, Roach. I didn't betray you.
I didn't say that.
But you thought it. You and your men against the whole world. Those not on your side are against you.
Don't you care about Voltest's death anymore?
The assassin kidnapped Triss, remember? Help me find her, and I promise I'll keep the word I gave you in the dungeons of Lavalette Castle.
I don't know why I'm doing this. Right. If Triss is anywhere in the area, it can only be one place. At the rear, near the riverbank, the Nilfgaardians have set up their camp. Nobody can enter it. You can get there either via some caves or by sneaking through the main camp. I'd forget the gates. Believe it or not, the whorehouse is where you need to go to enter the caves. The ladies thought they'd use that passage to service the knights and nobles, but some monsters have their lairs there. If you've had your fill of whores and monsters, to the east there's a path that leads along the riverbank. That'll get you near the canteen. You'll have to sneak the rest of the way from there.
Thanks, Roach.
Hey! I'll hold you to your promise.
So I can sneak through one area or the other, but I don't like sneaking. It's not fun. I like battling. Alright, so I guess let's make a decision. Find a way into the camp. You didn't really specifically tell me where to go though. Left or right? I don't know where east is. I guess I do. So I decided to take this pathway here down the beach, mostly because it was a little bit closer. I don't know if I have to sneak through here or not, but we'll see. Reach the tunnel leading to the Nilfgaardian camp. I shall do that by jumping down here. Okay, so there's no way out of here. I don't think there's any way back up, so I have to continue. Yeah, I see some ships there in the distance. So I think this is the part where I actually have to sneak. Yeah, probably here. Which means I should probably save my game, because the sneaking in mechanics in this game are kind of sucky.
Out of the way! Alert! To arms!
Oh,
For the king!
I died.
Can't win!
That's actually the first death scene I've seen.